All right, so we're here, first episode ever of In Case You're Wondering. I got a very special guest with me.
Aw.
How you feeling today, Noah Young?
I feel amazing. I cannot put into words how I feel.
Awesome. Well, you just did, actually. You just said amazing.
All right.
So first, a couple questions so our listeners know who they're listening to. How old are you?
I'm 21 years old.
What do you do for a living, Noah?
I work at a grocery store for a living.
Which grocery store?
Market Basket.
Wow. So
Well, I mean, this is a big audience, so I don't want to be specific.
huge. Across the world, really.
Yeah,
They'll hear this.
I don't want to, make them feel bad. They don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, you excited to be here today?
Yeah, I'm
You a
really
little
excited.
nervous?
No, I'm not nervous.
No?
No, I'm not nervous at all.
You literally just told me you were nervous before we press record on this.
I don't prove it.
Okay, so that's Noah Young. A little bit about him. He's 21, works at Market Basket. We're going to pick his brain about a few things. Some of the things he thinks about, some of the things that really piss him off. And then we're going to get into some really important news situations that is going on across the world. So a couple segments we're going to do today that I've asked Noah to join me on is things that we think about and we wonder, hey, do other people think about this? And then another thing I'm going to ask him is, what are some things that piss you off that in the grand scheme of things really shouldn't? And I've got a long list myself, so I realize how petty I can be sometimes. So,
Yeah.
Noah, are you ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So what are some things in life where you're just walking, doing your own thing, maybe driving? Mine happens a lot when I'm driving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm driving along, and then I think about something for like 10 minutes. And then I go, it always ends with, I wonder if other people think about this. What do you got for me?
Yeah, well, I don't really think that specifically.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be random thoughts, and then I usually don't share them. So I lose a lot of them because I don't write them down or anything. But I got one. The first one is I wonder if people who are participating in pro-Trump rallies know that he's won, because it's been how long has it been? February?
Well,
he's
since
been-
November.
November, February.
Okay, first of all, time out.
Wait, hold on. No.
Listen.
What?
He got elected. He won the election in November.
Okay.
And then inaugurated in January.
January. Okay. I thought the inauguration was in February. It's just a little slip of the mind. That's all. January, February. It's not really. It's a 1 month.
It's probably a very common mistake.
Probably.
I'll throw it out there on like Instagram and Twitter to see how many other people think.
Oh, is this on Instagram and Twitter now?
This is all gonna get. A link is gonna get posted.
Oh, why didn't you tell me about this? I could have followed you on Instagram and be your first follower.
I have many followers now.
Oh, do you? Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
All right,
Around the world. So.
Around the world. All right, so back to Trump.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah. So I don't know what they're doing. I think my guess is that it starts with, what is it, against pro-Trump?
Anti.
There you go. Anti-Trump. My guess is that's how it starts, and then just people just want to fight that with pro-Trump rallies.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense because
I think for
he's
me,
already
it
won.
kind of confuses me on why they even have to fight anymore.
that's what I mean. He's won.
Nothing.
Everything that they wanted, it came true.
They still feel like they need to fight.
I don't understand. I mean,
That's what happens when you take a full-time job away from these people.
yeah.
Fighting for him to get elected was a full-time job for him, and now it's not there, so they're just going to continue. They're just going to continue fighting for him.
I guess so.
You should break the news. Here's what you should do. If you ever drive by one, you should just pull over and be like, guys, I hate to break this to you. It's a little bit of good news, a little bit of bad news, though. He's won. Yay.
Your guy did it.
Your guy did it. But you got to move on. You can't keep. I just don't understand. That's a good thought. I've never thought about.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
What else you got for me?
Yeah, my second thought is why things smell bad. And this came to me when I was at work at Market Basket. There's a produce compactor. I'm sure you're.
Oh, yeah.
You know all about produce
Oh,
compactors.
you sure do.
But it smells like the strength of 1,000 poops. It's the worst smell I think I've ever smelled. If I stuck my head in that compactor and just breathed in full nostrils, I think I would throw up immediately.
Full nos?
Full nos. I think I would throw up. It's the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life. So I just don't understand.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense to me. I don't know if you want me to explain this to you.
If you're going to talk about,
I mean,
science.
it's rotting.
Yeah, I know.
It's
See,
rotting
but yeah,
fruit.
but why does this rotting fruit smell bad?
Oh, so you want to know why a rotting
Anything. Why
anything has to smell?
Yeah, why does it smell bad? Why does anything
Wow,
smell
that
bad?
goes beyond my understanding.
Yeah, I know. And if you're gonna talk about like, oh well, like science, like no, I don't want to hear this science thing. I don't want to hear this science BS.
You're just gonna say it's just all theory.
It's just
not
yeah,
proven.
no, it's not prove to me that an atom is real, and I will believe in science. That has nothing to do with smells.
I was gonna
but,
say,
but that's fine. I'm just letting you know my thoughts.
So you anti-science guy,
I hate science. Down with science.
right? But that's not the same thing as going like, okay, I understand what they're saying, and this makes sense. Like, do you not at least understand that science is like?
Well,
kinda,
no, I
pretty
do.
real?
I just, yeah, no, I get science is like a thing, but when it comes down to like smells,
Oh, you
I
can't.
can't.
You lose it.
I can't trust science when it comes to smells.
when it comes to smells.
Yeah.
What are some things that like really smell bad to you?
Oh boy.
Besides that, like, give me your top 3 things that smell bad.
Top 3 things to smell bad. The compactor's number 1.
Yeah.
Produce compactor number 1. Dead things number 2.
So why do dead things have to smell bad?
Probably because it's rotting, just like the produce compactor.
But I guess your question isn't why does that thing smell? It's why does rotting cells have to smell bad?
I mean, really anything.
Why can't it smell like flowers when it rots?
Yeah, or I mean, if you really want to come down to it, why do things smell in general?
Now we're getting real deep.
Now we're getting deep. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I just don't understand smells.
But what would be the point of having a nose if you couldn't smell?
Well,
But then again, like that's one less thing you have to maintain on your body, right?
I mean, I don't really do much maintenance on my nose. But
Like if it's
but
running,
yeah.
you gotta like
Oh,
blow
okay,
it.
yeah, I guess that's
You got a
true.
booger in there. You gotta pick it.
You gotta pick it.
You have to.
I think
If it-
people who don't pick their nose are psychopaths.
You can't trust them.
No, you can't. You
Okay,
can't.
here's the thing. If someone says they don't pick their nose,
They're liars. Biggest liars in the world.
They are liars.
I mostly when I'm driving down the road.
Oh yeah.
That's when I do it. Like,
But the best is when you find someone else picking their nose.
oh yeah, and then you're like, look at this
you
guy
sh-
over there.
you shame them. It's so true.
Everyone does it.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
Yeah,
You just
at
gotta
that
be
moment, you're
sneaky.
the one guy who doesn't pick his nose, and they are, and you can just look at it and be like, wow,
That guy's
that
disgusting.
guy's gross.
It's always a guy too. Girls don't.
Girls,
pick
no,
those.
girls don't pick
No,
their
no,
nose. No. Wow, that went off. What else you got for me?
All right. How much do animals actually know? And I just don't like. I was thinking about it with monkeys. Like, do monkeys know what they're missing out on? But then I got thinking, like, do animals know anything, or are they just purely instinct? Which they probably are. It's probably just pure instinct. But like,
I don't know. I think they know things. What do you mean by know?
I don't
something?
know. I don't know how much they know.
So you don't know what you mean by know.
I don't know anything when it comes to how much.
So
animals.
you're just instinct.
Yeah, that could be true. you could be onto something there.
Yeah. So you're kind of thinking like, all right, does a lion know, how hot it is outside today?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or does a tiger know the best way to attack his deer?
Well, I mean, that's probably the instinct part.
Oh, okay.
But I'm more thinking like
2 plus 2. They don't.
Yeah.
They probably don't know 2 plus 2.
That's probably yeah. But I'm thinking more of like does a caged up monkey know that that kids are looking at him? Like, does he know that that's a kid?
That's hard to not know.
But that's coming from you. Let's hear it from a monkey.
I bet it's 2017. We need to have science and technology to be able
to know what animals.
It's about time we get around to that.
Yeah,
That's a pressing matter.
I mean, cancer can wait. Let's move on to what animals know.
That's awful. But a good point. I mean, you're right. Yeah, this is more important than any illness going on in our world.
Completely agree.
So, I don't know, because I have a thing for watching animal documentaries. It's a little fun fact about me.
Wow. Where do you watch them? On Netflix?
Oh, yeah, on Netflix.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I've just never.
Oh, here's
looked.
one for you. The Hunt. Watch The Hunt.
The Hunt.
So good. Anyway, they had a little spotlight section on a spider. It's considered a genius.
That's not true. I don't believe that.
See, once you brought this up, I instantly thought of that and
Okay.
wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Well, no. A
You know who
spider's not a
David
genius.
Attenborough is?
No.
He like narrates all those. He's a British guy.
Okay.
Says a lot of weird things like zebra,
Oh, and like jaguar.
jaguar. Yeah. He told me,
No, did he?
yeah, on the show there, The Hunt, again, really good, that this certain spider, I can't remember the name of the spider, is a genius and will like figure out different ways to attack its prey.
That just
And like
sounds
outsmarts its,
that just sounds like instinct to me. Like,
so
it doesn't
a
sound
genius in the instinct realm, not of the
like gene stinct.
genes. Yes.
He's a gene
He's
stinct. All
gene
right.
instinct, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe he's a genius compared to like other spiders, but like when it comes to, I mean, what does it eat? Like,
Other spiders.
okay,
and
so
other
that
instincts.
spider eats other spiders.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, in the spider realm, it's probably a genius.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like anything else,
Do you
other
ever
than like a worm,
I was
maybe
thinking
a
about this
smarter
the
than
other
a
day.
worm.
Do you ever associate genders with animals? So I think like all cats are female.
Yeah, and depending on the type of dog that's a female, like wiener dogs, they're all females.
Do you think they're all females?
They're all girls.
I just associate spiders with women.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because like widows.
I don't know. Charlotte's Web maybe.
Charlotte's Web. That could be it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know, but there are definitely some animals like lions. Growing up, I always thought were boys. I mean, now I've come around to the idea.
Okay, now you know.
Now I know.
There's both. Well, yeah, but then it comes like wiener dogs. Those are all female.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that some animals there's male and female, but with wiener dogs it's strictly female.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I guess some lions can be like how that works now.
Yeah, no, I
Okay,
get it.
alright,
Yeah.
okay.
Like I said, when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I thought all
How much do you
lions-
know about spiders?
I know enough to not mess with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know that the bigger spiders are the female.
Sure.
Okay, and then
Sure.
the littler ones are the males, and then the females eat the males after they're done mating.
Yeah, that's actually I just read something about that. That's called something. I forgot. Anacondas
spiders.
do it.
Oh.
Anacondas, the female anaconda will eat the other snake it just mated with after they're done.
Now, all snakes.
Man eater.
Okay. All snakes are female.
I don't
They
know.
have to be.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, show me a male snake.
I can't do that for you.
That's.
right
I don't think anyone
now. We'll
can.
Google search it after this.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't think you can prove any snake is a male, but okay.
Yeah. Well. All right. What pisses you
Next
off?
one.
You got
I got
another one?
Yeah, I got another
Oh,
one.
give it to me.
Why is it okay not to eat horses or dolphins? I don't get it. I don't understand that. Like, I'm not saying that I would eat them,
Mm-hmm.
but if someone else ate them, I think that we're programmed to just not to just think it's not okay to eat either.
So you're
of those
saying
things.
there's some animals that are off limits to eating?
Yeah, and I don't really understand. Like, of course, if they're endangered, then yeah, you probably should.
Like we have tuna steaks, why can't we have dolphin steaks?
Yeah, I'm sure they'd probably taste similar.
I'd say they're probably more gamey than
Yeah,
a
that's
tuna
probably true.
steak.
Yeah, dolphins are pretty strong.
But would you want to eat a horse?
No, I don't want to. But I'm just saying,
You've
if,
thought,
if
like,
some
why can't we
people
eat
want
them?
to, why not?
But I'm sure like some people do.
Not in America. I
How
bet.
do you know?
Because if they did,
You know, things get weird out in the Midwest.
that's a good point. But yeah, I'm sure like a bunch of donkeys are getting eaten in like West Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Especially West Virginia.
Especially West Virginia, and upstate Maine. I'm sure.
Oh,
I don't even know what
Definitely.
goes on
No,
upstate Maine.
they don't either.
That's off limits. That's like
Yeah.
Area 51.
yeah, it is.
They'd keep that secret.
So have you if you were presented with a horse steak, would you eat it?
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't
Just-
order it,
just
but
to
if they're like,
say-
"Hey, I got some horse jerky in the back. Do you want some?" I'd say yes.
Interesting. I wonder what there has to be an answer to this.
Actually, I probably would say no, because it's looked down upon.
Mm-hmm.
Lord knows what that meat is. It's probably not horse at that point.
Well, so let me pose this to you.
Okay.
You have to kill a horse, right? It's like wounded, can't really go on anymore. You
Okay.
kill it, and then you like cut it up, and because they use like horse skin for stuff.
What?
Yeah, they
What kind of stuff?
they're like leather. It's used for like leather stuff.
I think you're thinking of cows.
I am no cows too, but also like horses and stuff. You know how I know this? I played Red Dead Redemption, the video game. You know that game?
Yeah.
And you can kill wild horses and then skin them.
Okay, but this was when was that when was that based in? What time period? Like the Wild West.
Oh, the Wild West.
So-
which is a real era.
Yeah,
that
no,
we
I
refer to.
know that was real. I know that
like
happened.
the Renaissance, and then you get the Wild West.
Yeah, one right after the other. But you know that that happened a long time ago, and that probably doesn't happen anymore. Like, does glue factories, is that real?
It has to be real.
Like the hooves,
Yeah.
hooves,
Hooves.
the horse hooves. Do they use that for glue? Is that real? I don't.
Probably. I've just been told that my whole life. And
Me
now I believe
too.
it.
Like Elmer's.
Yeah.
I like that's what it was known for.
Maybe that's what horse meat is. Just
Hey.
liquefied.
Maybe. Ooh. Maybe they're saving us from like saying that you can't eat horses.
Yeah, maybe the meat will get like stuck in your mouth because when your saliva hits the meat,
It just turns.
it
into
just
glue.
turns into glue.
All right.
That'd be gross. All right, so we're moving on to our next segment. Noah, I'm going to ask you what really pisses you off that really shouldn't.
All right. People who use military time. I hate those people.
Why?
If
Hate's
you're
a strong
not
word.
if you're not in the military, well, okay, they piss me off. Well, people who are not in the military currently should not be using military.
Now, obviously, if you're retired military.
No, you shouldn't be using it. You're not in the military anymore. It just doesn't make any sense.
To
People,
you.
ever, not just to me. People, it's so annoying because people, their argument is it's just easier. It's just easier to use it. Like, no, it's not. It's not easier. I don't know what time 1500 is, and
So
then I
it's
got to
12
think about it.
It's 12 plus 3.
Yeah, 12. So it's 3. But I get that. but I don't trust it. So I turned my phone to military time for like 6 days or something.
Wow.
And I didn't trust.
persecution.
I didn't trust my phone. I didn't trust that it was actually 3 o'clock because I'm like, I'm gonna be wrong. This is a human error here. I'm gonna think it's 3 o'clock when it's really gonna be like 4.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be late for something. So it's like I don't
Okay.
trust it. And it just makes me mad. Everyone's like, oh, it's just easier. No, it's not easier.
On average, how many people a week do you run into that use military time?
On average, well, I know of 2 people who use it all the time.
Okay.
But other than them,
But it's not like a recurring like.
yeah, no.
But when it
no.
happens, it's
yeah,
like a big
then
deal.
it's like. But the thing is, I make it a big deal.
Yeah.
I go out of my way to make it a big deal. Say, why
course.
do you do that?
Yeah.
And then so
Yeah. What else you got for me?
when people stand behind me at work, so that sounds really broad and not really specific. So I'll explain it.
Yeah.
So when I'm at work and I'm like putting things on the shelves, people will just stand right behind me for ever. They just really don't. They just don't care. They'll just stand right behind me, and it bothers. I feel so vulnerable. Like they could just attack at any moment, so I have to ask, like, can I help you find anything? And they just no, I'm all
Like
set.
any good customer service worker. Would
Yeah,
do.
of course. After them staying there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, I don't really want to talk to them. Let's be real.
Yeah.
And I was like, so is there anything I can help you with? And no, I'm all set. And then they'll just leave. It's like, well, then why were you standing behind me for so long? Like, what? I don't understand.
Couple questions for you.
All right, let's hear it.
They're going to be vulnerable questions, and I just want your honesty.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how defined are your calves?
So I'm probably gonna give like a 7.5.
7.5.
But I'm wearing pants.
Right. That leads to my next question.
Okay. All right.
Do your pants kind of sag out as the closer they get to your shoe, or do they get tight around the calf?
They kind of.
Or your calves are so big that it causes your pant to be tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think I got no. I mean, they just kind of go straight down.
kinda just are?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just kind of. I mean, you'd have to. You could not see my calves.
Okay. So there's no chance of
There's
them
no
seeing
chance
calves.
it's my
Alright,
calves.
Next question.
Is it okay?
Is it your butt?
It might be my butt.
I've noticed it before.
Ooh.
I necessarily wouldn't stand behind you for 10 minutes. I would look at the product on the shelf, and then be like, oh, wow, he works out. Maybe do some squats.
I
I guess that's my next question. Do you do squats?
I do some squats.
So you might want to cool it on the squats.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, but something tells me it's probably the product that I'm putting up. I don't know.
On your butt? I was confused.
No, the product that I'm putting up on the shelves. Yeah, on the
Oh,
shelves.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I understand how you'd be confused.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll just be staring at like pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this really that hard to figure out what pasta you want?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I really don't think it is.
So we have something in common that we both worked.
At a
Well,
grocery store.
at a grocery store.
Yeah.
I used to.
Will you be specific for the locals that are listening?
Hannaford. I worked at Hannaford.
Okay.
I started,
people
I
over in
started
Germany,
stocking
they don't
shelves.
know.
Yeah, started stocking shelves. Then moved to dairy, and
Mm-hmm.
then moved to the meat department, and then finally ended up in produce, where you're at right now.
Nope.
Nope, you're not in produce.
No, I'm not in produce. I'm
that's
stocking
interesting.
shelves.
Well, then why are you near the produce?
Because it's the
compacting?
trash compactor.
Oh,
so
okay.
sometimes they get thrown. Just
Yeah. Anyway, the number one thing that pissed me off about working there was people walked really slow
Oh yeah.
with their
It's
carts.
always the old
It was
people.
see, that's the thing, is that's what I originally thought.
Yeah.
It's people who are indecisive.
Yes. Yeah. That's more. That's better.
Bring a list. Like
Yeah.
that. I mean, that's my number one advice to anyone who walks slow in a grocery store. Bring a list, because I had things to do, or I was just trying to avoid work, and they made it really slow for me.
Yeah.
It was very irritating.
Yeah.
But it also extends beyond a grocery store. And I did like a social project when I went to Disney World the last time. I followed
For what reason? Just for your own
curiosity.
Okay. All right.
I'm a very curious individual.
You're right.
Hence this whole podcast idea. I walked behind certain ethnic groups
Ooh.
and decided like which who's the slowest.
Well, what was your conclusion?
White people are so
Really?
damn slow. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I have other findings, but
Why don't you share them with us?
Asian people were quick around Disney World.
Wow. I see. That could be the Floridian.
Floridian.
Fluoride
Nope.
Asians.
Nope.
Oh.
Floridian.
Floridian Asians. Yeah, that's probably it. Because here there's a lot of Asians go to UNH, and they'll just walk straight at you there.
Yeah.
They don't move.
But
They wait for
here in
you to-
America, our culture's set up a little differently.
Oh no, yeah, I completely
We
understand.
got like things to do, places to go. Some cultures are just like, hey, whatever, like
Yeah.
willy nilly,
Yeah.
which I kind of respect a little bit.
Yeah,
It'd
for
probably
sure.
be less stressful
Yeah.
if you grew up in that culture. But if I just go over to like Germany or Tokyo or something like that, and they're all like completely two different places.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like they're all just willy nilly walking around, whatever. Like
Yeah,
that's kind of weird for me.
I mean, this whole podcast, it seems, is based on just impatience.
Yeah,
So
we're impatient
it
people.
makes sense that
Yeah,
people just walk slowly.
yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so my next one is people who overreact at mundane events. So things like if someone were to drop something, there's usually someone that would just gasp, and my first reaction is someone just got hurt. Someone just got
I get
shot.
stressed out.
Yeah, I immediately my heart starts racing, and then I look over and someone just dropped like a pen, and that just that grinds my gears.
Yeah.
That makes me so mad.
I don't know if you've seen this video. It's like a little league game going on, and this little kid's running home, and the catcher stands out in front of home plate and just like
I have
goes
seen
to
this.
tag him.
Yeah.
It was like a little force, but not a ton.
But the kid ran into him.
the kid ran into
Yeah.
him, gets completely taken out, and
Yeah.
all the
Oh,
parents
yeah.
are like, "How dare you!
Yeah, they're like, oh my! Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
oh my! Shame on you!" You know?
that makes me mad.
Yeah.
It was that kid's fault.
It was 100%.
And
No,
that,
no,
that
the
catcher
game.
was just being a brick wall.
Yeah.
That, like,
He's
I,
a house,
I,
dude.
I respect that.
Yeah.
That catcher, that 13-year-old catcher.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Yeah. I think it's a good time to end our podcast with a couple news
stories.
News,
All right,
news
cool.
stories for sure. How do you feel about raccoons? Are you pro raccoons or anti raccoons?
I'd say anti-raccoons. They like to take our trash and just rip it out. And
Yeah,
just
but
rip
once
them
it's
all over
trash,
the
what do you need it for?
Well, it's not. I'm not being like protective of because it's
You
mine.
just said they're coming around taking our
No,
trash,
no. It's not that they're stealing it as much as just throwing it all over
making
our
it
deck.
more of an inconvenience. Yeah.
I think you knew what I meant.
Yeah. So this headline says a rabid raccoon attacks Maine jogger, so she drowns it.
That's
That might be the most. That had to happen in northern Maine.
I think it did actually. Well, doesn't rabies make people or just animals afraid of water too?
I have no idea.
I'm
I've
pretty
never
sure
had
it
rabies.
does. Me neither, but I'm pretty sure that. So that's like your like main fear of that animal, just drowning it in that. That's pretty. I like that.
Yeah,
That's
But
cool.
The girl didn't have rabies.
No, I get that. No,
I mean,
but
she got shots for rabies. It says it in the article, but it takes a while for rabies to set in.
yeah,
That
yeah,
raccoon was.
the one that had
Yeah.
rabies. No, I understood that.
It had no choice whether it was going to go in the water or not. She
I
decided.
know, and that's what she knew. Like, all right, this raccoon is afraid of this thing that I'm gonna just like slam it in. That's great.
I think the best thing out of this was she doesn't eat meat, and
Ooh.
the reason someone asked her, "Do you think that you had it in you to kill an animal with your bare hands?" She said, "Oh my God, no! I never thought I could do that. I don't eat animals, and part of the reason for that is because I don't think I could kill one."
So
Yeah.
she better be eating meat from now on.
Yeah, she said, "But in this situation, I just did what I felt needed to get done." Yeah,
That's good for her.
She found a puddle. It was a puddle. It wasn't like a lake.
What a puddle?
She found a puddle. She dropped her phone in that puddle, and that's how she kind of knew, like, oh, I'm just gonna drown this sucker.
What, was the puddle near her when she was getting attacked?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if she like picked it up and was
And,
like,
walked
looking for the puddle.
Walked a half mile to
Yeah.
find the puddle.
This is
It
the
was-
one.
yeah. It was like latched onto her thumb.
Oh, how big was this raccoon?
I have no idea. I
Raccoons
wasn't
can
there.
get pretty big.
I saw a huge one on my back porch one time. I wouldn't have think to like drown it. Though.
No,
that wouldn't be the.
I'd
Kick its head in or something.
I know someone who there was a rabid fox that went after them,
Ugh.
and he kicked it as hard as he could, and it went like soaring through the air. And then by the time it hit the ground, he already had this huge rock and just crushed it with a rock.
Oh.
Like the guy went full on beast mode.
He did.
There's
Good on him.
yeah.
Next news story is woman sues casino that offered her steak dinner instead of $43 million jackpot.
Now, is this the same woman that killed the raccoon?
No.
Okay.
What a week that would be for
Yeah,
her.
well, I was thinking, I mean, she doesn't eat meat.
Yeah.
That's why she would be mad
Yeah.
about the steak.
Well, she's probably mad about the steak because she wants her $43 million. She was
Yeah.
playing the slot machine. There's a picture of her standing next to. So this picture of her standing next to the slot machine.
She looks happy.
She looks happy, but she doesn't look like she just won $43 million.
That's a good, yeah, not at all.
You know.
It looks like she's having a selfie with her mom.
Yeah, just like a casual girls' night out type
Yeah.
of thing. The casino says it was a malfunction, and that this is what the girl is suing her for. Mental anguish. She's suing the casino because now she has mental anguish. It says that she suffered mental anguish as a result of the incident, and she sustained significant monetary setback because she lost the chance and/or opportunity to win. I don't understand.
Yeah, well,
But the thing is like casinos could start making this excuse all the time if they wanted.
yeah, it's true. I don't know why they would just why she would say mental anguish. Why wouldn't she just say like, I won this I deserve this money
How do
because I
you-
won it.
This is how I picture mental anguish. Like I see it and they're like, oh sorry, they're like ah,
It's just,
like both hands on the head, like that's mental anguish to me.
yeah, I don't understand. Anguish is just an interesting word to
I'm
use.
so anguished.
Like, who?
I would be so mad though
I would be. Yeah, I'd be.
if they offered
so
me a
mad.
steak. I would take it, but I'd be like, I better see $43 million,
Or at least 42. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you already got the steak dinner.
Does that steak dinner cost $1
I
million?
mean, it might. I mean, once you get to that high of money, what is $1 million?
Well, she could go gamble and lose it all, so she needs that extra $1 million. She was also given a steak dinner and $2.25.
What?
Yeah.
Why did that? That's kind of like adding
It
insult
says
to
when
injury.
her last name is Bookman. It says when Bookman came to collect her prize, a casino worker told her she didn't actually win anything, and offered her nothing but a complimentary steak dinner and $2.25.
What? How did that employee know?
I have no idea.
Just that was just fake. That was just a little prank. Here's
Yeah,
some steak
No
instead.
worry about it. Let's close out with one more. This one's a little edgy.
Ooh.
This poor guy. I think we can really put ourselves in his shoes. I don't know. That's empathy. I don't know if I could because I've never had to do this. But this guy had some pain in his right testicle,
Okay.
and Hey, for 15 years. He said
What?
he had pain for 15 years in his right testicle.
Why would you go on that
He
long?
finally stood up to it and said, I'm going to figure this out. So the doctor is supposedly going to remove it. He goes into surgery, realizes he still has all this pain because he took out the wrong testicle.
Oh, poor guy.
Poor guy.
How do you distinguish the right and left testicle? Can't they just like swap places at any moment?
No.
They can. Why is that? I don't understand. Well, I don't really blame the doctor for this.
I 100% do. You had one job. I said, this one hurts, this one doesn't, and you cut out the one that
Yeah,
doesn't.
but they
now he
swapped
has to figure
places,
out,
probably.
do I continue my life in severe testicle pain, or do I get that one cut off, have no testicles, and then I would imagine he has to live off of, like, hormone pills.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to know why his testicle is hurting him.
That's another great question. It doesn't really say, but it could be many things.
Yeah, it could be.
Could have been
I just
cancer, it could have been...
just a aching testicle.
Yeah,
I guess.
the classic aching testicle.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
Yeah. So, this episode's going to come to an end here. How do you feel it went?
I think it started out a little shaky. Kind of got my nerves out, and then I think it.
Oh, so
went
you
a
were
lot better.
nervous.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little, I'm not
It's okay
gonna.
to admit
I'm not
that.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous.
Well, you lied earlier when I asked you if you were nervous.
Prove it.
It's recorded. All right, so this has been the first episode of In Case You're Wondering. Very special guest, Noah. You're the
Saving
first one.
The best for first.
Yep.
You know
That's
what?
the
Skillet,
CLC.
Skillet, the lead singer of Skillet said, "Stop saving the best for last," and you truly lived by those words.
That's very inspirational.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you.
Skillet's pretty inspirational.
I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to hear some feedback. So when I post this out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, let me know how it goes. Talk to you later.
Bye.